Dear student, now I give lecture on other issues in state estimation of power system. What are the other issues? Totally 4 issues. The first one is tracking state estimation. The second one is ill conditioning. Third one is bad data deduction. And then fourth one is real time state estimation. First one, tracking state estimation. The state estimators consider are static estimators. In real-time tracking, the state is important for monitoring the system. In a practical situation, the voltages of all the buses vary dynamically and randomly with time only. So, all the voltages of all the buses respect to time only. Therefore, they should be considered as stochastic process. The measurement vector must be updated periodically and used in the state estimation equations. This is the first one and all. So, the second is the ill conditioning. For a given system, observability depends on the set of measurements selected for state estimation. It is possible that the system is observable, but the inversion of the information matrix G equal to H transpose T W H does not exist. The information matrix may be ill conditioned. The condition of the matrix is determined by the condition number defined as the ratio of the largest and smallest eigenvalues of the information matrix. The inversion of the information matrix G becomes more and more ill conditioned as the condition number becomes larger. Factorization helps to reduce ill conditioning. This is the second uses in the state estimation of the power system. The third issue is bad data deduction. The measured data may be corrected. The ability to deduct and identify bad data is important in an energy management system. Bad data occurrence could be due to instrument faults or due to transmission errors only. So the bad data means what? Instrument that malfunction of instrument. Other some fault occurs in the instrument. That is the instrument, but other means due to transmission errors only. If such, that means faulty data are included, the estimation algorithm will yield unreliable estimate of the state. Therefore, it is vital to identify and eliminate faulty measurements from Z matrix before state estimation. Therefore, the algorithm must be modified to permit reliable estimation even in the presence of bad data. The bad data can be deducted by performing the chi-square test on the measurement vector Z. In the linear least square estimation LSE, we have chosen the index J Jacobian matrix equal to Z minus H of X the transpose T W into Z minus H of S, so that it has minimum value at X equal to S vector. Since the measurement error small r is a random number, the Jacobian matrix, that is the minimum value of the Jacobian matrix J minimum, is also random quantity. If the measurement error small r is assumed to be Gaussian, then the minimum value of that Jacobian matrix J minimum follows a psi square distribution with L equal to m minus n. That is measurement states. M means what? Equations, number of equations. That is the unknowns only. So L equal to m minus n degrees of the freedom only. So the mean of the distribution is capital L and the variation is 2L. This is the formula. So this means that if the processed data are reliable, the computed value of J minimum should be close to L only. If any of the data is unreliable, the J minimum will deviate significantly from L only. So therefore, the bad data can be deducted as follows. First one is compute. That means compute Jacobian matrix J equal to Z minus H of X into transpose T into W into Z minus H of X. The second one is compare with that is the inductance of that L, that is XL, where X is the number to indicate acceptance deviations. And then the third one is if the Jacobian matrix J exceeds XL, the bad data is deducted. Generally, if we have measurements Z1, Z2 up to goes on increasing Zm, the component Zi is considered bad if it deviates from mean of Zi of Z bar by more than plus or minus 3 omega I, where the omega is the standard deviation of measurement error small r, that I only. If omega is too big, the burst would fail to detect the bad data. If the omega is small, we can get false alarm. This is the condition. Based on the omega value, then we can clearly understand that means the test failed to detect the bad data or not. Otherwise, that means if small means we can get the false alarms. Thus, if the residual of any measurement, the measurement error, that is the small r I, is equal to Zi minus h of x vector only. So is in the range minus 3 omega I less than ri less than 3 omega I. So we have 95% of confidence level of the measurement. So if any residual is larger than thrice the standard deviation, then we can assume that it is to be a bad data. If there are more than one component of Z which are bad, then one with the largest residual can be removed only. This is the conditions. So we can see that it is sufficiently retendency is not provided in the measurements, then in the presence of the bad data, so the estimation may not be possible as we will have the insufficient data. So then the last issues of state estimation in power system, the state estimate, that is the real time state estimation. So the state estimation is an integral function of any modern energy control center. A real time state estimator consists of the following modules. The one is network topology process, and then the second one is the observability analyzer, and then the third one is the state estimator, and then the fourth one is bad data detector and processor. Therefore, the network topology is determined by the status of the circuit breakers and has to be updated in the real time as and when the circuit breaker status change. The output of the state estimator is used in the economic dispatch algorithm only. So in this lecture video we studied about the other uses in state estimation of the power system. Thank you student for watching this video.